Hi, Senbei. I'm trying. My cam is flipped on
Oh my
yours.
gosh, guys, I'm muted. Sorry, I muted myself. I griefed the beginning of this stream. Senbei Handcam. Yay! Yeah, it is flipped.
Do you want me to re-flip it?
That or I can try to flip it. Hold on, let me see if I can. Transform. Flip horizontally.
I feel like that's just something OBS does.
See? That's good, right?
Ooh, success.
Is that correct? Ooh, success.
Yes, I think my hand should be right here.
Ooh, success.
There we go.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Senbei, do you have anime girl hands?
What does that mean exactly?
I don't know. Chat said you have adorable small Senbei hands.
Yeah, sure, I'll take it. I mean, anything's a compliment if you lean into it, right? Is that a Wu-Ting? It is a Wu-Ting.
Wu-Ting? What's a Wu-Ting?
Yeah, it's a gamer keyboard. It's the Wu-Ting, the HE60 or 60HE.
Oh, I see.
Do you have a gamer keyboard, Yui?
I have a keyboard. I can show it. Hold on. I think they've seen it before. I don't know if you've ever seen it. But this is what it looks like. It has cat keycaps. It's very cute.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Very cute.
The cutest keyboard in the whole world. I need to plug it back in. There we go.
I'll be honest. I don't really use the Wu-Ting. I originally got it because I used to play more like FPS, like Valo. But, and then SVP happened. I stopped playing games. Except for Uma Musume. So, I just pulled this out because it's a random extra keyboard I have.
Yeah, Senbei, you play League.
Did I used to play League a really long time ago? I started playing League back in season 3, and I been to their studio in Los Angeles once before they moved.
Really?
And I've been to Worlds when they were in the West Coast, yeah.
Whoa. I tried to get Senbei to play League with Serena and I the other day, and there was a swift rejection. He said, no, Yui, I'm working.
I was working. I was working. I was working.
It was so sad. League stream when? Yeah, he is mean.
Season 3 was before the... Yeah, I mean, it was before multiple graphic updates. It was back in the day when we had, like, maybe 40 champions instead of whatever 180 they're up to now.
That's so many.
I used to have every single, at the time, you know, released Teemo and Amumu skins. I think I had like 12 of each or something.
Teemo!
Right?
Amumu.
StarCraft 2. I never played StarCraft 2. I never even really played StarCraft 1. I played like StarCraft, Warcraft, those types of games. Have you played those, Yui, ever?
I've never heard of them.
Never heard of them. Okay, so here's a little history lesson. Defense of the Ancients, also known as Dota, which kind of spawned this whole MOBA thing that we have going on these days, was a custom map for originally Warcraft 3. So I really enjoyed StarCraft and Warcraft 3 for their like custom maps. A lot of cool like tower defense games and stuff that sort of influenced stuff you even see today, right? Like Bloons TD was originally, you know, based off these TD maps from Warcraft.
Yes.
StarCraft.
I see. Wow. Yeah, this brings... I don't know.
That's what Dota means, yeah.
I don't know why, but you explaining this makes me think of when we were in call, like... I don't know, I think it was some kind of meeting, like, probably almost a year ago. And you pulled out World of Tanks.
Oh, I love me some World of Tanks.
Started explaining World of Tanks stuff to me. Oh, guys, do you see that? Do you see that? Oh, peep the merch. Whoa, the mug. Oh, it's so cute. Chill it, Senbei.
I know.
You're gonna say anything, or you're just gonna hold it there?
World of Tanks over War Thunder. I don't know if either game is particularly good. I don't know if I would recommend either to people. War Thunder is more of a simulator. World of Tanks is more of a arcade game. I view World of Tanks as like a shooter for old people without reaction speed, which is me. So that's why I play it.
Old people with no reaction speed. Hi, King Okaze, thank you! I'm trying to figure out what this alert is so I can move it above Senbei's thing. Fun fact, Valve and Blizzard were once in a lawsuit over the naming rights for Dota. Blizzard lost, which is why they made their MOBA called Heroes of the Storm instead. Ah, interesting. Also, Yui coaster. Look at it. Perceive it. Isn't it cute? It's so cute. Wow, that could be yours if you went to the if you went to the
we should link this once. Let me find it.
This adorable mug and coaster, it could be yours. You can't buy Senbei. Senbei, they want to purchase you.
Is this like one of those can I post this? Will YouTube stop me?
It should be fine.
Will. Really? Did you see anything, or was that
hold on. Let me go to live chat.
I don't think it worked.
No,
YouTube
it's okay.
usually just automatically blocks these. I'll send you the link if you need it. There we go.
What? Did you send it to me? Oh, actually, no, it's fine. I have it. Because if I can't switch anything on Discord at the moment.
Okay. Got it.
Merch.
Can you sign one golden ticket style, like on the bottom? Just randomly sign one of the mugs? I guess so.
Senbei signature. Limited edition Yui mug with signature from Senbei-san SVP. I think that would be epic. Do you want to tell them what you're snacking and drinking today?
Me first? Okay,
yes.
Sure.
Yes.
I am snacking on.
Ooh, this looks so pretty.
Scone with Nutella and chocolate, and then these random. I think they're called like Belgian cookies from Costco that I got in the winter. But it comes in such a large package that I still have them.
Very cute.
And then I am drinking. Well, it's in a Pyrex right now. Maybe I should pour it into my cup. Give me a sec. I'm gonna attempt to pour this without spilling stuff.
You can do it. I think you should pour it over your keyboard.
That would be a really bad idea.
I think it would be a great idea.
The tea is a cardamom cinnamon tea from a company called Republic of Tea.
Ooh.
I quite like their teas. If you want to try their tea sometime, just go to their website and sign up. They'll send you a catalog like every season, and there'll be a like sampler tea bag in there of their like new seasonal thing. And then you can try it. And if you like it, you can buy it.
Yippee.
Maybe they should sponsor us. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're like shilling for them, they should sponsor us.
Am I allowed to? I think we have some kind of exclusivity with Gamer Subs. I'll have to think about what I just said.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for sharing your snacks. I think they're very wonderful.
Am I too dark? Do I need to make the room brighter? It's about as bright as I can make it, I think.
It's okay. I mean, I
need one of those,
but I think
what
it's
are they?
fine.
Gamer, streamer, Halo ring lights or something.
Gamer Halo lights. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? The ring lights where you shove
yeah.
your camera in the middle of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then they light up whatever you got going on here.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right, Yui, what are you having today? Because I can't tell from your video footage.
I have blueberries. And then I also have this is hot. This is chocolate milk because I don't like tea. And then I have one more thing, but I have to grab it. 1 second.
Oh no, she's gone. The model has gone limp.
No, I'm right here. It's because it's in my freezer. I have mochi ice cream. Yeah.
Ooh.
But it sticks to the bottom of the package. There's one. There's two, and they have like an ice cream inside. Yummy!
What flavor are they?
They're chocolate.
Chocolate. I think do any of our questions? I feel like one of our questions had something to do with chocolate. Did I just make that up?
I have no idea, but I love chocolate.
Yeah, one of them does. That's kind of funny and random. Okay. It's towards the bottom though, so maybe a while before we get there.
That's okay. I'm hyped to answer questions. Yeah, all the chocolate in the whole world.
All the chocolate in the whole world. Wow. I will save my chocolate commentary for when we get to the chocolate question.
I'm hyped. Shall you? I love that. It's like, wow, that was delicious. Okay, do you want our first question?
Yeah.
Are you reading it or am I reading it?
Do you have it up?
Yeah, I have it.
Sure. You first.
Oh,
Yui first. It's your channel.
What is your favorite part about working / running a corporate company or corpo?
Would you like to answer first?
Sure. My favorite part about working as a part of a corporate company is the support. Because being a VTuber can be very time consuming, right? You're streaming all the time, and you're doing a whole bunch of other content. And if you're indie, you don't have that kind of support to get like merch and sponsorships or to go to conventions and stuff like that. So you have to do it all yourself, and it's a lot of work. Right, so as a part of a company like SVP, Senbei and our lovely managers, Mane-chans, do that work for us. So they handle the merch, they handle the sponsorships, they handle like organizing a bunch of other stuff too, like company covers and all that stuff. So it's really nice to have that support and to, you know.
Oop. Something just happened.
It's fine. Everything's fine. It's really nice to... There is no war in bossing, say. It's really nice to have that support. That's the main thing. It's just, I don't know. I don't have to worry about so many things. That's like the great part.
You know, the world has already so many worries. I think it's better to have less worries.
Yeah. All the worries go to Senbei.
Kind of true.
That's the best part. I like when Senbei has all the worries. I'm joking. I don't like when you have to worry. I swear.
We're getting there. It's merch shipping time. We have a con in a week.
We do?
It's the worries. The worries are piling.
We have a con in a week?
Yeah, Carrier Con. It's in like a week and a half.
Oh.
Yep.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I should. You know what? I will make a note right now to remind myself to.
It's like I'm just gonna go remind everybody that this convention is happening in a week.
There we go. Just a reminder to myself.
Oh, the other thing I like about being in a company is that I have gen mates. I like them. They're really great. Yeah, that's my answer. Do you want to go?
Sure. What's my favorite part about running a company? Well, see, that's the thing. I don't. Um, uh, you know, I think my answer doesn't feel satisfying to me because it's not really specific to content creation. But I think with anything, like building something feels more satisfying than just being a like gear in the system, right? So, you know, on one hand, although, you know, you can have this effect even if you are in a job at a larger company. It's one of those, if you don't do something, like who else is going to do it, right? You have to do it. It comes down to you. On the other hand, seeing the growth and seeing the community and be like, wow, that's our community. Like, that's really special. And I don't think you could ever get that working as part of a bigger system.
Mm-hmm. I thought you were
Do I want to
like...
stream?
Mm.
I mean, I can, but I don't think I would be as entertaining as the existing streamers we have. So, and then nothing else would get done. So I think it's better we stick to our, you know, current arrangement.
I think you're very entertaining.
I'm streaming right now, so that counts, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This does count. Let's see our next question. You can read it.
Hi, Yui and Senbei.
Hi.
I love you guys. Uwu catface or whatever that is. Was Yui always gonna be strawberry themed, or did you have other themes / sweets in mind pre-debut? Here's one for Senbei. Hi Senbei, I love you, and I don't know what the star face means. Maybe someone can explain that one to me.
I have no idea. I don't think I was gonna have another theme. Do you remember?
So this is like... this is a real long time ago, right? This is like 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
Like, I think from the public-facing standpoint, like, we debuted in December, but we've been doing things since essentially March of last year.
Mm-hmm.
So, or not last year, 2 years ago. So, for me, it's really hard to dig into my brain of that long ago. I don't think so. I think you were always kind of this pink strawberry thing, so I think
Token
that's
pink
it.
creature.
I mean, we have multiple pink. Do we actually? I'm trying to think. Not as shifting towards sort of just black and white. Perry is periwinkle, which I think can look pink in some situations in certain contrasts, but is still distinctly different. Yeah, I guess you're the pink creature. Not just a pink creature, the pink creature.
I like being pink. I was always gonna be pink. That was non-negotiable. I mean, it probably was negotiable, but I remember telling Senbei, I was like, I want to be pink.
If you were a color theme other than pink, what would you choose?
That's a really good question.
Like in some multi-parallel universe, right? Since every decision there's a fork in the multiverse. What is like alternate Yui out there?
Probably blue. I like purple better than blue, but probably blue. That's my guess.
Okay. That's fair.
But yeah. Okay, I'll go.
We have a blue VTuber too, though. Which is fine. Because in that alternate universe, they wouldn't be blue. They'd be something else. Maybe they'd be pink. Wow. Can you imagine?
Pink Serena starstruck. Oh, she has some pink in her design.
She does. Her hair. Yeah. I think the tips, or is it like the inside of the hair?
Well,
Who knows how that actually works? That's like an anime character thing, right? Where the inside of their hair is often like a different color.
Yeah.
How would that work in real life? You just dye
Yeah.
certain sheets of your hair? That would be a lot of work, I feel like.
Well, that's why you get somebody else to do it. Like a hairstylist.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine so.
Yum yum.
The undertone, like a car with the lighting. I don't know. That's just on my mind. I was driving day before yesterday, and it was dark at night. It wasn't that late, but you know, it was dark. And there was a vehicle that had lights underneath it. I think it was a Nissan. There we go, exactly.
Nissan Altima.
I don't think it was Altima, but sure. Is that a meme of some kind?
I don't know. It's just the only Nissan I can think of. Is there more? There's more, right?
I mean, certainly. I can't.
It's only one Nissan in the
Can't
world,
think
and
of
it's
one.
an Altima.
Well, I mean, I can think of the one that car was, but that's cheating because it's already on my mind. I'm trying to think of another one.
I can't even picture. a
How
Nissan
about
Altima.
the Rogue? Is that a Nissan?
The Rogue?
Yeah, Nissan Rogue. That sounds like a thing.
That name is trying too hard.
Okay, how about, is Pathfinder a Nissan or is that a Honda? No, Honda's Pilot.
There's a Honda Pilot, the Honda Odyssey,
There's a Honda Pilot.
the Honda.
There's also an Odyssey. That is
Honda
true.
Civic. Is that
There
a
is
thing too?
Civic. That is a thing. That is a thing. My first car was a Honda Civic, as I expect most people's cars were, or a lot of people, not most. It's kind of a low-cost vehicle, but a good vehicle. Yes, the Rogue is of Nissan. The Pathfinder is a tabletop RPG. That is also true. What about the Honda Uncivic? Ooh.
Yeah, what's your
What
dream
is the
car,
dream
Senbei?
car?
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know. So, I've gone through a lot of like iterations, right? Like, as a young male, I feel like a very common dream car, which I still wouldn't mind one, I just don't think I would pay what they cost, would be, two common dream cars for a young teenage male, I think, are either Nissan, actually, a GTR, or a Corvette. That would be an American car, right? I think Corvette and GTR, both common cars that young teenage boys like. As I've gotten older, my shift in cars have moved towards more, I would say, compromise or practical. I currently drive a family hybrid SUV. So.
You're giving out that information for free, Senbei. The stalkers. They're gonna find you.
Yes, they will have to find all the hybrid SUVs out there
They're
and
gonna
find
find
the
you.
one that Senbei is in. What about the Mustang? Funny story. My driving, so when I was young, even though no one in SVP seems to drive, when I was young, it's very common when you're
I drive.
15 years old. You drive, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, are you like one of two people? I think it's you and
I don't know.
Perry, question mark?
Yeah, I think Perry can drive.
Perry
I
can't.
can
even
drive.
walk,
I don't
so. Anyways,
like to drive.
Yeah, sorry, detour. When I was young, at 15, this is when you start taking driving lessons, because in America at 15 and a half, you can get your permit, and then the moment you turn 16, that'd be 6 months after 15 and a half, you can get your license. So at 15 and a half, I was taking my driver lessons, and my driving teacher shows up in a Mustang convertible. It's kind of a lot of power for someone who's never driven before. It's kind of a thing. It was an interesting experience.
Mustang.
I am not a hag. I believe the term is unk.
Where does that come from? Why did you say that?
Oh, I don't know. Foxy's up there saying Senbei admitting he's a hag.
Oh, yeah, Senbei's unk.
Duxon will stop every single hybrid SUV out there. Yes.
They'll
I
find
guess if you join the police force, you could enforce safer driving by stopping everyone. Unfortunately, I drive very safely, especially for someone from California. Well, that means they won't stop me ever.
Unfortunately, I'm a very safe driver.
I am.
Yes. Our next question, I think is only applicable to me.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I imagine it's applicable to a lot of VTubers, but in our very select conversation here, yeah, just you.
It's how hard is it to meow? Is it to meow while stream? It's not hard at all actually, but I messed up a few times and said actual words. So that happened a few times, but other than that, it's really not difficult. It's kind of fun actually. If I could meow while stream every stream, I would do it, but I don't think that would be allowed. Would you let me meow while stream every stream?
That'd be kind of weird. I don't know. I feel like it would be low-key, it would be popular for like maybe a week, maybe 2, but then the novelty will wear off.
So crazy.
But you could probably do like 10 streams like that in a row and you would probably actually gain popularity.
I think I'd go crazy,
like, weird stuff always does that. Would you?
Yeah, because I like talking. And I want if I can only meow the whole stream, I would die because I like talking. I need to tell my straw bunnies things.
Like all things, right? They're challenging at first, but at some point, I think you would acclimate, right? The brain is very powerful. And I think you just start believing that your meows that mean something to you, because you know, you're thinking real words and thoughts in your head, mean the same thing to the chat. And then at that point, you're home free, right? It's like running, right? The first like 3 miles is pretty hard, but once you get past the first 3 miles, use kilometers. So the first 5 kilometers is really hard, right? Yeah. But after 5 kilometers, everything practically feels the same. People can start sustaining like their 5 kilometer rate nearly indefinitely, right? For the next 50 kilometers probably.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I don't think
Are the straw bunnies your favorite?
Do you have a favorite fan base from SVP?
I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't really. I couldn't really tell you the distinct differences between the fan bases. Well, let's see. The straw bunnies have this whole. Well, actually, the straw bunnies are quite. They're quite. What is the word for it? They're quite. They're quite complex, right? Would you agree, Yui?
Yes.
Yes, right? You guys have all sorts of weird political like dynamics going on, right? First of all, you have the straw bunnies and the bun buds, and you guys have an election every year. So already we have this odd fissure in the fan base. And then you have a subset of the straw bunnies that are very much into this like I don't know, what do you call it? Like militaristic sort of like almost Eastern European militaristic thing, right? Glory to
Usachi
was
stand?
it Usachi stand? Yeah, there we go. It's a thing. It's a thing. So it's an interesting dynamic. And then you have like different people, right? You have people that are here for Deco Yui, right? Which is very interesting. But I suspect the people that are here for specifically Deco Yui are different than the people who are here for like what do you call it? Drunk driving truck simulator streams or whatever, right? So there's, I don't know. It's a complex fan base.
You love drunk driving?
I do not. Some people do, apparently.
Yeah.
The Codex Quoters. What is the Codex Quoters? Is that a...
That
sounds like a Warhammer thing to me. Is that a Warhammer thing?
So Rise will, like, in the past has done this thing or they'll like write out like a big paragraph and they'll say it's like whatever part of the Usachi Sten Codex.
Oh, I've seen those. They're like fanfics,
Yeah,
right?
they're so cool.
They are cool. Okay.
The Codex. Do you want to read our next question?
Sure. Would we be able to get a big SVP League of Legends collab with Yui, Serena, Senbei, Nana, and Perry? I mean, if you can get the other people to agree to do it, sure. I mean, I've played League on stream a few times, I think. I'm not particularly good. I was never particularly good. But considering I haven't played in probably like 10 years with any regularity, I'm probably especially bad. And no, I was not a Teemo main, although I do like Teemo. I used to be a Jarvan main. I would play Jarvan everywhere. Jarvan in the jungle primarily, but you know.
Oh, thank goodness! I'm sure
George
we need one
jungle.
of those.
But you know, Jarvan top, Jarvan support, Jarvan mid. Why not?
Jarvan everywhere.
I don't think. Yeah, just Jarvan.
I'm just Jarvan it.
If I had to play AD, it wouldn't be Jarvan. It'd probably be Caitlyn. Caitlyn's a solid AD.
Oh my gosh, Senbei! We could bot lane together.
I mean, I played a lot of support too. I used to be.
Bot lane together. No, I'm support, Senbei. I can only play one character.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Caitlyn, it is.
Yes, the Caitlyn and Pantheon duo. Hell yeah.
You're in luck. J4 has had 0 changes, which means J4 sucks then, because I feel like there's severe power creep in League of Legends.
It's just what happens, you know.
On Draven. Draven's really hard. Draven is such a... Have you ever played Draven, Yui?
No.
Draven is such a difficult champion to play. Because you've got this mini game that you're constantly playing. Because, you know, ADs normally already played this mini game where you're trying to both gain your creep score and harass the opponent AD when they're coming up to get their creep score, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Draven adds in a whole nother mini game where you have to juggle your own axes. So imagine whenever you attack anything, the game tells you a specific position to go back to re-catch your projectile that you've thrown, essentially. That's Draven. Draven's very challenging.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, but he's also terrifying. Like if a good Draven can just put out so much damage.
That seems so awful to play.
Yeah, it's a very feast or famine type of champion, right? Sort of like all the hyper carries, like Vayne, right? You're either gonna crush the enemy team or you're gonna do Jack and Squat. So
Jack and Squat. See, now that we're talking about League, I really want to play League.
You know, we can't play League right now. We're having a tea party. So.
Ending stream now. It's League time. Eat your cookies. Anyways, that's definitely a possibility, and I will try to make it happen. Our next question is, would Yui and Senbei be up for a Smash or Pass tier list of Pokemon? I would. Would you?
I mean, okay. I have a short answer and I have a long answer, right? Short answer is sure, yes.
Senbei staple.
I'm up for anything. The long answer is I've played very limited Pokemons. I played the original Gen 1, and then I played, I want to say X or Y, whichever one where they started getting really lazy, and then like this Pokemon's just like a floating set of keys or an ice cream cone.
Yeah.
And then I played like a very tiny bit of the new-ish one, Violet, Scarlet, with one of my kids, right? So that's about it. So I just don't know like massive swaths of Pokemon. So I mean, if I'm allowed to, or if it is sufficiently entertaining to do this Master Pass with knowing absolutely nothing about the Pokemon, then sure. But if it's not, then I'd rather someone who is more entertaining do it, right?
Mm-hmm. It's okay. I don't know much about Pokemon either. I played a few of the games. But I played Sun for a while, and then I got really lost, and I couldn't figure out how to get out of the area I was in, and then I didn't touch it for a while. And then I tried to get back into it, but I was still lost, and so I just didn't play it again.
I feel like that's the path of progression for like every old video game I have. Like any game that's for like the NES or SNES or something, it's just I played it to a point where I either couldn't beat a boss or I got lost, and then I never played it again for the rest of my life.
It's just the way it goes, you know? I think it's funny though. Let's see. Do you want to ask the next question?
Sorry, I'm distracted because I got a friend request.
I'm
trying to figure out why. But I will probably figure out why I got this friend request momentarily. Sure. It says ask about bathwater.
Yeah.
And then the same person for voice packs says bathwater.
Yeah. We all know who put in this one.
But they didn't put in any skep requests. Why not bathwater for that too? What's wrong? They're not committed to the bit.
I think it was definitely Heart Bear. So Senbei, what do you think are the option of selling SVP bathwater merch in the future?
I think bathwater is technically illegal to sell.
I feel like it would be, right?
I think it's some kind of like biohazard or something. Yeah, I don't think you're actually allowed to sell it.
Ah, shucks. No bathwater for Heart Bear. I'm so sorry, Heart Bear. No bathwater. Also, guys, that means no Senbei bathwater either. So,
like, I guess the closest thing we could get would be some kind of, like, flavored beverage, right?
Uh-huh.
But we have an exclusive contract with GamerSupps, so we can't do that either right now.
Oh.
But what's your code? Yui, shill your code. I've brought up GamerSupps twice now. We haven't shilled your code.
It's Straw Bunnies. I know that, but I don't have the image.
That's okay. There we go. Straw Bunnies.
Code Straw Bunnies.
Code Strawberries. I think they have some kind of sale going on right now, do they?
You should get GamerSupps now. Make scented candles based on your natural scent. What if I naturally stink? I don't think anyone would buy that candle.
You want to hear a fun fact, Yui?
Yeah.
About the candle sales?
Yeah.
I think, we're the only candle to sell out. So if I bring the remaining candles to just cons to just sell out the remaining ones, there will be no more Yui ones, unfortunately.
Really?
Yui was the candle to sell out, yeah.
Yui sold out? That's crazy. Wait. Sorry, don't mind me.
Who are you selling out to? What does that mean exactly?
I didn't mean it like that.
I mean, if it makes money, I'm down.
What? That's crazy. That's crazy. What? Oh my goodness. I actually have
I'm
a Yui
hoping
candle
it's like
right here.
Coca-Cola or something, or like
Yui
what's another large
candle.
sponsor? So I'm gonna say Taco Bell. We have a Taco Bell question later, so that can come up later.
Yui candle.
Yeah, now you can't get these anymore. They sold out. We have no more.
Limited edition Yui candle. I really like how it smells.
I think that's why they sold out. I think
It smells so yummy.
it's just a really nice smell.
Delicious. Delicious. Oh my gosh. Oh, I have stream remote. You can't hear my Discord, right?
Nope.
Right, guys?
I can't.
You can't hear my Discord? Door? Yeah, called in. Door Awards! Door Awards was so fun. I really liked it.
It actually relates to another question later on.
Oh, okay.
Also, so I'm gonna avoid talking about Door Awards for now.
Okay, our next question is, Nya, hello, Senbei and Yui. If all goes according to the Keikaku, I think I'm able to pull up to Offkai as a con goer. It'll be my first time ever going to Offkai/San Jose. Any recommendations on what to do at Offkai/San Jose? Ooh. I think you should answer this.
Okay. I don't know. Offkai's really cool. It's a really cool con. It's got a lot of content, and I think it has enough content to certainly fill up anyone's time during the day, right? When the con is operating. If there's not a panel or a concert or even a meet and greet at a booth that you're interested in, they have a gaming room with like TCG tables and arcade machines. So there's always a lot of stuff to do there. It's packed. Wow, what was that? My phone is buzzing.
Bzz, bzz. It's me. It's not me, but...
What the heck does this even mean? Oh, sorry. It's iPhones like transcribe the messages, but like completely read it wrong, which is really funny. I figured out what they were actually saying. It's just like spam. Anyways, so I would say during the day when the convention is operating, there's going to be like a million things to see in the vendor hall. We are, and the stages and the panel rooms. Like I've been going to Offkai since the very first year when they were in the DoubleTree, and it was a very small convention. I think it had like, I don't know, 300 or 500 people at most, I think. And it's just a remarkably fun con to get involved with stuff. We are certainly excited about our booth this year. We're trying to do bigger and better things, so please look forward to it.
Epic.
I would say outside of San Jose, I'm personally not super like familiar with like the locals' perspective of downtown San Jose. There's definitely like restaurants, bars, food court-like things within walking distance. If you are willing to go further, San Francisco is like, I don't know, 40 minutes away. There's a ton of restaurants there. So, I mean, San Jose has a lot of good restaurants too. Let's see. I'm most familiar with like their like Asian cuisine. They have some couple good ramen places there. But there's usually a line, so that's kind of a downside of the ramen places. There's a lot of good Chinese food, especially if you're into like Chinese style skewers. They're open late night, so if you got nothing to do late at night and you're willing to venture into San Jose's a bit, that would be something to do. Yeah.
Yay! Thank you.
Very small, 300 or 500. Yeah, that's I think so.
Small
I think
compared
that's
to
more
what
or
it
less
is
what they're
now,
saying.
right?
I mean, if you like, what's a big con? Like Anime Expo is a big con. I think they have maybe around 500,000 unique attendees. So I would say a big con is probably like north of 100,000. I would say a moderate sized con is probably like 30 to 60,000.
100,000.
I would say anything. Yeah. I mean, I used to go to a local convention, Fanime, a lot.
Fanime.
It's a pretty good cosplayer con, a lot of cool cosplay there, and they would have a lot of decent content, mainly from, what's that studio? Gynex, which is like an old studio. I think they're all at Studio Trigger now. But yeah, and that rolls in at about 60,000 people, and I would say that's a moderate-sized con.
Wow. That's big. Sorry, wait 1 second. Thank you, Nap Whisperer, for being a member for 14 months. Nap Whisperer has a question for us. Speaking of merch, when will we get a Straw Bunny or Custard plushie?
That's actually one of the questions, so maybe we save that for one of the
Oh,
questions.
it is? Okay. That sounds good.
Thank you, Nap Whisperer. Please stay tuned for when we get to that question in...
At some point?
It's actually in 2 questions. Yeah, it's in 2 questions.
Okay. This next question is for you to read.
Sure. Oh. Senbei, we know Yui refuses to play Uma Musume out of spite for your enthusiasm. I know, right? Even though she plays something horrendous like League of Legends. What is something she loves that you refuse to play for her? Nothing. I don't refuse things out of spite, 'cause I'm not a spiteful person. I also don't really... Yui, what is a game that you love that you think would benefit from more people playing it? Like it's like a hidden gem or something.
I don't know. I really enjoyed Moonstone Island. I don't see much about it. It's kind of like oh, Stray! Stray is so good, dude. Oh my gosh, Stray, the cat game. Stray is so good.
I've played it already. You have to pick something else.
Okay.
It is a good game though. I do like Stray. It's also a great stream game because it's short enough to do in just one stream. If you're locked in.
I love Stray. But Moonstone Island I really liked. I haven't played it recently, but it's kind of reminds me of Stardew Valley. It's very cute, very fun. It has like a kind of like Pokemon feel to it. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Have you played Genshin?
I have very complex feelings about Genshin. Yes, I played it when it first came out. I was pretty into it up until Inazuma came out, and I stopped for probably a multiple of reasons. One, I've probably just been playing it for a while, and I kind of got tired of it. Two, Inazuma presented a lot of locked parts that you couldn't access unless you played the main story, and I was less interested in the main story at that point, so I just stopped.
Yeah, that's understandable. The Inazuma... Well, there's just like... Yeah, Inazuma is very quest-locked. Plus, the puzzles in Inazuma are not very fun because they're just really hard for no reason. Like, they're just like too hard. And they were better, although I didn't play much of Sumeru, so I don't know about that. But like, Fontaine was a lot better exploration-wise. But Nodcry has been the best. Like, exploration is not super difficult. It's just like fun, and not everything is quest locked, which is epic. I hate quest lock. I think it sucks butts.
I really liked the snow place. So was it Dragonspine?
Really? Really?
Yeah, that was really fun. It was really fun. Yeah.
Senbei, you and me are the only people in this world that like Dragonspine. I mean,
it was fun. It's a fun mechanic, and the worlds were interesting. Yeah, and nothing was locked. If you died a lot in Dragonspine, it just means you suck at the game.
I'm so happy because I've always said me and no one else likes Dragonspine, and now I know that Senbei likes Dragonspine. I'm so happy. I love it. It's the best region in the whole game.
What's my favorite character? Zhongli probably. Zhongli's pretty aura. Is that what the kids would say?
Can you say Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember?
I can try. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Yeah, that checks out. The Zhongli would be your favorite. You have the Zhongli vibe.
Zhongli's pretty cool. Albedo's low-key, I think.
I love Albedo.
Underappreciated. I had Albedo and Zhongli in my build. It was like Albedo, Zhongli, Hu Tao, and who was the shoot? What is she? Is she a Qiling? You know what I'm talking about? She has like she shoots the ice bow. She's
Ganyu.
A Qiling. Ganyu.
I love Ganyu.
Yeah, probably Ganyu would be the fourth in that. It was probably I ran that the most.
Yeah, you know, Albedo got a buff recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's much better now. Buffo.
But where are those that share the memories? You know, this is like low-key, like sad because I feel like that's how I feel about my friends. Not because they died, but like as people grow old, they just kind of like shift apart a little bit. Everyone has their own problems.
Yeah.
So you get drunk to feel better about yourself. That's really just only.
My favorite. The next question. Should I?
I don't. It's a lot. It's like a freaking paragraph.
It was put in by Kira. That's for sure. It's a physics question. But
it's a thermodynamics question. Yeah.
Do you think you could answer it? Do you think you could figure it out?
No. Probably not. Or it would take more time than I'm willing to invest. Even if I could.
Chat, say hi to Ding Ding.
Why is that a thing? I'm just gonna pretend that's not what it is, and instead it's like one of those creatures from Made in Abyss.
He's a mushroom.
Yes, a mushroom.
Jeez.
A fun guy.
He's a mushroom. A squishy mushroom. Anyways, so the question at the end was also Yui plushie when? Yeah, Senbei, when?
So...
Do you want the long answer
Let me
or the
bring
short answer?
Yeah. There's no short answer. There's only a long answer. Plushies are a pain in the behind to make for a lot of reasons. Some of those involve the fact that since it uses physical materials, there's a lot of back and forth that happens with merch that use all merch uses physical materials, but it's like highly variable, right? Anything like, clothing, like specialized clothing, or something that has to be a specific color or texture becomes really difficult because what you see in pictures or videos doesn't necessarily represent what you see in person. Mm-hmm. And for low MOQ sort of designs, we just don't sell that much. We could sell more. You guys could go buy more right now at shop.celluversepro.com. But it becomes challenging to make these types of things. And also, if you guys have ever purchased like VTuber merch and it took like a year to get to you and you're wondering why, I will tell you right now, there's probably it's probably a pack of things and there's probably 5 things in there. And I'll tell you right now, 4 of those 5 things were done within 2 months. It's that one last really weird bespoke item, like a plushie, that held up the merch for the next 6 months. And that's not a great experience and not something we are at least presently willing to do. But I will say, I do think making plushies are possible. I don't think they're as hard as I'm really presenting it as, but it is kind of a pain. So it's something that if we can have the sufficient community size to make it worth it, then yeah, it's something we would do. And when I say worth it, I don't mean I don't value the joy of the community, right? But we have very limited number of staff. So if we're putting a lot of energy into making a plushie, that's energy we wouldn't be doing something else. So that's more the worth it calculus, right? Is it better for us to go to, more cons or do more merch that we know we can do well than put energy into something that could take an eternity and not turn out well?
Do you also want to answer the can we make our own ones as long as we don't sell question?
No, you mean you can even sell it. I don't care. It's fan merch is fine and encouraged. And if you guys are at a convention with an Artist Alley booth, let us know, and we would love to, talk about that, bring it up with people, bring it up on social media. We'll be at Offkai, so if you plan to have an Offkai booth, let us know.
Mesh. Yippee! Thank you for your answers. Our next question, you can ask it because it's actually directed at you, I think.
I see that. Hello, Yui and Senbei. 2 exclamation marks. My question is, what is the most unusual stream idea that Yui has ever asked for? I suspect they mean unusual.
Yes.
I don't know. Here's the thing. I have really bad memory. You could, like, tell me something super, like, private and secret about yourself, and I would forget within, like, 2 weeks. Like, my ability to retain random details that don't impact what I'm doing immediately is very low. So, honestly, she's probably asked for something really weird, and I probably just said no, and I just forgot about it. Yui, do you have any insight on this?
I don't know if I've ever asked for anything really weird. I also don't know if you tell me no very often. I mean, sometimes, but I don't think I ask you for that weird of things. I don't know if I can think of anything.
Yeah.
I don't think I can.
I think Yui usually thinks about what she wants to do before asking, so nothing too strange comes across.
This is true. Oh, also, would selling fan merch on Etsy or Big Cartel be allowed, or just in convention, is another question related to the last one.
That's a good question. Let me take a bite of my scone while I ponder it.
Well, he ponders.
So, this is a difficult question to answer, and I will explain it from a general industry perspective, opposed to an SVP specific perspective, right? Generally speaking, most companies disallow what we consider commercial, like, use of the IP. But what ends up really constituting commercial use opposed to, like, super small scale fan use, there's not a super clear definition for it for, I think, a lot of us. It's we see it when we see it, like, if we think it's disruptive. But I guess my perspective goes something like this. If something is so successful that it's disruptive, then it's probably valuable to just partner with that person, right, at that point. So I don't know. It's probably fine.
It's probably fine. Nice. Epic sauce.
I mean, nothing's illegal unless it's illegal, right? That's kind of how things go.
This is true, yeah. This is correct. Our next question. For Senbei, are there any sweets you'd like to see Yui bake next time she does a baking stream?
I saw you click, Yui. I saw you click on something.
You did? Are you on the sheet?
Yeah. I am on the sheet, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then for Senbei and Yui, what is your all-time favorite sweet? So are there any sweets you want to see me bake?
Okay, so this requires me to have an exhaustive knowledge of everything you've already done, which is, again,
I can
challenging.
just tell you.
Knowledge just, like, yeah, but that would be like 20 things, and by the time you finish telling me, I would have forgotten. Like,
No, but you can, like, say a thing, and then I can tell you if I've done it before.
Oh. How about, shoot, what's that Austrian cake thing called?
Senbei typing hand cam.
Sacker tort, something like that? You know what I'm talking about?
Don't think I've made that.
Yeah, oh.
So I can probably make it. Like,
Wait, what was the question again? Next time. I mean, I don't want to burden you. It's probably something that requires a ton of annoying...
I can make it sometime, though.
Okay. There we go. That'll be my request, then.
Ja-ja.
I don't even know how to say it. I'm just gonna paste it in chat.
Perfecto. You're gonna have to send it to me, too, because otherwise I'll forget.
That's okay if you forget. It'll happen someday. Probably.
My favorite sweet of all time, I don't know if I have a favorite because I really like strawberry shortcake, but I'd also probably choose ice cream over strawberry shortcake. I just love ice cream so much.
Ice cream is such a plague. Sorry, I it's not directed towards you, but also it's kind of directed towards you.
I don't know why.
Let me tell you why ice cream is such a plague, in my opinion. Okay. Do you have any guesses on why I think it's a plague?
I don't know. There's too many flavors or something, and it's a gimmick everywhere.
So not quite. I will tell you why though.
Okay.
So I've noticed I'm a bit of a foodie, right? So I like food, and I've noticed a lot of very good pastry chefs end up abandoning actually making real pastries and cakes and opening ice cream shops for the very simple reason that ice cream is both in demand and easy to make. And to me, this is a blight because these are very talented and good pastry chefs. And they are not making pastries. They're making ice cream, which is like super low-hanging fruit. Like I could make ice cream. Which is what annoys me, right? Like I have nowhere to get these really delectable pastries anymore because all the good pastry chefs have decided to make ice cream instead.
How do you know this? What is your source?
Like multiple really good pastry chefs I know have gone down this route, which is what drives me crazy.
Really? That's so interesting.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think. Like for example, I think there was like this really nice like Michelin-starred restaurant in California somewhere. I won't say exact locations, but they went out of business or they closed or something, and like their pastry chef went off and made an ice cream shop, for example. And there's another really good pastry chef in my area that I used to really like, and they also sold ice cream and they stopped doing cakes and stuff like that.
What if ice cream is their passion?
I mean, good on them, but don't you think... Here, let me try to think of a analogy for this, right? Like, what's something you're passionate about? Content creation, right? Let's pretend you're really passionate about content creation.
Wait, but I am.
And
What do you mean pretend?
Okay, so then let's say there's a content creator out there that you really look up to. Does such a content creator exist? Pecora, all right. So then let's say one day, Pecora has decided, instead of being a content creator or a streamer, she's going to...
Open an ice cream store?
Yeah, sure. Open an ice cream store, right?
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't you feel sad that you can no longer easily access this, like, great content anymore that only she is capable of making?
Yeah.
Because of how, like, uniquely her it is and how good it is? That's kind of what it is. Like, anyone can make ice cream. Only Pecora can make Pecora content.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Yeah. I understand now. But yeah, that's true. I could just buy all the Pecora ice cream.
And drown your sorrows in ice cream.
Yeah. What it's
or you
meant
could
for.
not have sorrows in the first place. That would be the plus, right?
I don't think you can just not have sorrows.
Well, you wouldn't have the sorrow if Pecora stopped making content and only make ice cream.
I guess that's true, yeah. Ice cream. Do you have an all-time favorite sweet?
It's a good question. I actually like a wide variety of sweets. I'm a big fan of dessert. I don't know. Probably, like, on any given day, if you were to ask me, like, what is a sweet you would like to eat? Probably some kind of mousse-based cake would be my
Mousse cakes are so good!
Yeah.
I'm a big mousse cake fan. I love mousse cakes. They're, like, some of the best ever. They're just so good. What flavor of mousse cake, though? I think that's important.
I think it depends, right? Maybe... I'm trying to think. There's this cake I used to really like, and it had, like... It was, like, kind of checkered inside. It had, like, a white mousse, a chocolate mousse, you know, different colored mousses. If I had to pick just one, probably hazelnut. I'm kind of a sucker for hazelnut.
I love
eat
hazelnut.
some hazelnut scone right now, as I say that.
Hazelnut's Yummy.
Okay, I'm gonna take a big bite out of this. We'll take a look at the size of the scone right now, because there's been this thing going around with the McDonald's CEO and the big arch. I don't know if you've seen it, where he takes this like dainty little bite out of it and be like, that's delicious. This is gonna be the rest of my meal, guys. And he puts it down like it's like a radioactive piece of something.
I know, and there were so many other CEOs that started making videos because of that. And I thought it was really funny.
Did you see the Five Guys account?
Yeah, I think so.
So they asked if it was like their turn to jump in on this trend. And then Wendy's and like another burger chain account
NW
roasted them. We're like, well, we're here busy making burgers, not making profits. Or they like saying like, oh, well, sorry, your combo meal costs $27 and no one's gonna be able to afford it or something. I don't know. Five Guys is really expensive. I don't know if it costs $27 or if it's regional. Maybe it costs more because I'm in California. But I have noticed Five Guys is absurdly expensive for what it is. Like 10 times out of 10, I would rather go to In-N-Out, not because it's better. I think they're comparably. They're both very good. Just In-N-Out costs like $6. When Five Guys costs like $16 or something. It just costs a lot.
I've never had either.
Okay, we should do a taste test if we ever are in a situation to do so.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Okay, our next question, I think.
Wait. What's your all-time favorite sweet? Did you say that already?
Yeah, strawberry shortcake or ice cream.
Oh, right. That's where the whole ice cream tangent came from. Sorry.
Ice cream.
I guess I will read the next one. Has Senbei ever made something from a Deco Yui? If not, is there something he would make if Yui did a Deco Yui about it? I have not made anything from Deco Yui.
Because he hates me.
I don't really... that's not true. I don't really cook or bake a lot. Is there a question of... I feel like there's a few baking questions. I'm trying not to jump the gun. Yeah, there is one later about what I would make. So I'll not jump the gun on that one. Is there something I would make if you made a Deco Yui on it? Probably. I would, again, need to go through all the Deco Yuis and figure out what that item would be. But ideally, something simple, right? If it's simple and doesn't require too much labor, I would probably try it.
Cookies.
I do like cookies.
We all love cookies. I'm a big fan. Anyways, our next one is... Oh! Yui's first impression of Senbei and Senbei's first impression of Yui.
Alright, you first.
This is actually kind of tough because, I mean, the first time we met was through the interview, right?
Yep.
But before that, okay, right before that, my very first impression of SVP and you by extension is I was unsure if it was a scam or not.
Okay, can I chime in? Because like multiple, I feel like a lot of people say this, but like this is something, I feel like we've actually talked about this before. Low key, how does the company benefit from the scam? Like, how do we actually scam you if I were so interested in doing so? I'm genuinely curious.
I don't know, honestly. It just kind of felt like it's just like when you see like a product page or something and you just get like that like fishy vibe about it. But also my fishy vibe that I had for a little bit was dissipated because you were asking a lot of or answering a lot of questions on Twitter like people had asked a lot of questions about the company and you answered them. And then I could also find, like I had looked up a lot of stuff about the company. Now there wasn't a lot, but I had found some things that made me feel better about it. So the scammy feeling didn't last for long, the fishy feeling. But in the interview, my very first impression is that Senbei is very serious. And then I think at one point in the interview, we ended up talking about anime for a little bit or something like that. I can't really remember. I think we got a little bit off course at some point in the interview. And then I thought, oh, Senbei seems like a very pleasant person. Like, easy to talk to. Like, the interview wasn't scary, you know? Like, it was very... I think probably one of the easiest going interviews I've ever had. You're a very easygoing person.
So, I think this derives from the fact that if we are gotten to the point of interview, presumably I have some belief in your abilities to be a content creator, right? So really, and this applies to everything. You'll be surprised how many like job interviews and stuff out there are centered around the concept of how pleasant of an individual you probably would be to work with.
Yeah.
So I think getting to know people is important in that regard.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it gave me a sense of, I think that I could work well with this person. You know? 'Cause you're not standoffish. You're, like, easy to talk to.
Do we want to, like, merge this in the next question? They're kind of similar. Actually, the next, like, 3 questions.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Okay, let me just read the next question, and then we'll kind of, like, merge these a little bit. When picking Yui as a talent, if we're moving to my impression at this point, right? When picking Yui as a talent, what exactly did you mean by I didn't think you'd be what you are now? Overall, are you overall happy with the way she has taken her content? And finally, if you can name 2 things she's better at you at, what would those 2 things be? Let's answer them in reverse. I'm sure there's a lot of things Yui better than me at. I suspect one of them would be streaming, and the second one would be baking. So that was easy. If you want me to pick something that isn't streaming or baking, it's probably falling downstairs. So.
Bruh.
So there we go. And then if we're going in inverse, are you overall happy with the content, her direction? Yeah, I mean, I think Yui has a really good, what's the word for it? Like culture, vibe to what she does. You know, it's different, right? Different streams have different types of content. She does like, and this might just be my impression, but I feel like you do a lot of like streams fall into these categories, like Left 4 Dead, like Minecraft, and then like baking, and then maybe we want to open another category just for like other games or something. But I feel like a lot of it falls under these 3 or 4 broad categories. But I think they're all very good. They don't really work against each other. You know, there's a special place for, I think, a lot of them with the audience. So I think overall it's very good. So if we go with first impressions, and this is, we're going to merge the questions, right? One is when picking you as a talent, what exactly did you mean? I didn't think she'd be what she is now. And then my first impression. Yui was very, she was less like candid, I think, or straightforward, right? Obviously at a first impression level, because your first time meeting someone, you wear your first time meeting someone hat, right? Which is different than your now I've known you for 2 years hat.
Yeah.
And I think it was pretty different. I think she probably, and I can't, I don't know what's going ahead. Maybe you can speak to this, but I feel like at the time she was trying to sort of conform a little more to what she perceived a like cute streamer to be. And then I think once she started going, she was a lot better about making it her own opposed to trying to conform to a existing archetype. Do you have any thoughts on that?
I think that's correct. I think that's correct, yeah. I would say so.
Well, I'm eating and cooking now, so I can't talk.
I remember you saying at one point that I was very different than how I was in my audition.
Yeah, I think in your auditions you were more, yeah, just like less forward, more timid, maybe. But that might have just been an audition thing. You know, everyone's kind of different in those, for better or worse.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. Yes. Okay, let's see. We have a lot of questions in this one. Okay, what is the biggest thing about Yui that just surprised you after hiring her?
Do we want to go one at a time? All right, I
Yeah,
think that's better. Then we
that's
have to
probably
reread
better,
any
yeah.
questions. What is something surprising about Yui? I'll pick two things about that.
Okay.
One is her love for graphic design. I don't think she really talked about that much.
I didn't do it
interviews.
before.
Oh, surprising nevertheless. And then I would say the second thing would be her spite for Uma Musume, because she did talk a lot about mobile games in the interviews. And then, you know, this next big hit mobile game comes out in the West and she refuses to play it, so.
That's because you like it so much. And you kept telling me to play it, so I didn't wanna. I say it's out of spite, but it's not actually spiteful. Oh, you cut out. Oh, you are cutting out. Oh my gosh, he's dead. Senbei, no! Oh. He's like a robot.
Right, so.
Oh, hello?
Oh, you're back.
Oh, you're back.
Oh, wow. Interesting. I wonder if Discord died. What was the last thing I said?
My spite for Uma Musume.
Yeah, the keyboard goes into sleep mode a lot. I don't know why. Oh.
It's awake.
Yeah, I just have to tap it to wake it up. I think it's to save energy, but like, what energy are we saving? Like, LEDs take so little. Yeah. I mean, that's it, right? Because you did talk a lot about mobile games in your interview. You were a big mobile gamer.
Really just Project Sekai.
Yeah, but you dedicated like entire swaths of your interview to talking about it.
Well, you asked, you know?
Fair.
I went, tell us about this. And I went, oh, listen, if you tell me about something that I'm very interested in, you're gonna hear a lot about it. You know? It's just the way it is. And you got to hear a lot about it.
Yes, I did.
It's a fun game. I don't play it as much anymore. Okay. Next, how did Yui come up with her design? I had a general idea. I don't even know if I still have the picture of the original, like original very first Yui design concept that I sent. I don't think I have it. It's probably like way back in my channel somewhere. But yeah. There was.
You want me to look for it?
You can if you want. There was that, because I don't have it on my computer anymore. But there was that, and then I was like, this is my very first whatever, and I didn't like it very much. So then, not in the SVP one, in our SVP one. And then I don't even really remember much about the design process, I'll be honest. There were things that like Senbei, H, and I went back and forth on. And then there were where they had suggestions and whatever, right? And then Kuri also was a part of the design process with elements that we were like unsure about, like how to incorporate and stuff like that. So when the model was in the process of being drawn, Kuri had done some stuff for us, you know, give us some options for things. And yeah.
I sent you a couple things in Discord. If you can't look at Discord on your computer, maybe you can.
I can look it on my web browser. Let's see. There's an even earlier one than that.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's probably like the first thing I sent in the channel. Back when I wasn't sure about her hair.
I mean, this is quite accurate to what you look like.
Yeah, it's
to
really
be honest.
close.
Yeah, it's really close.
It's really close. I might be able to find it from Yui.
Oh, I searched from Yui has image sort by date, and this top one was the first thing you sent.
I feel like there was another. Did I delete it then?
Was this sent in like a?
It was sent in Yui Open, I thought. Oh, it's in a doc.
It's in Yui. Oh, it's
Is
in
it in a doc? Oh, I must have removed it because I think it's not in there anymore. It's not even in the doc. I must have removed
Founding
it then.
history deleted.
Yeah. Oh, I probably have it
Yui,
on my iPad.
what are we gonna do when we make our art book now? We need this early concept sketch.
Hold on, where's my iPad?
Okay. She still has it somewhere.
I do have it. I just don't know where my iPad is. I wonder. Oh,
That's okay.
I know where it is.
That was a joke. I don't.
Yeah, but
we're not actually making an art book. We're not actually making an art book. But you know, it's something that could happen. I always have to make up some kind of like probable situation when something's missing, so I'm justified in my outrage about it.
Okay, hold on. Let me find it. I know I have it in here. I'm gonna go all the way back. Beep beep boo. Oh my gosh, I found it. Oh, she looks so different. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
okay, yeah, it's so different. How do I send this? Beep, beep, beep. Oh, here, I can actually send it straight into... My Discord will load. Yui could have looked so different. I don't know if you'll even remember this.
Oh, maybe vaguely.
I'll show you guys.
I know. Yui's eyes could have been coming out of the top of her head. That would have been crazy.
Okay. You want to let me save all of these?
You could have been a snail. She is a snail. She's a shellless snail. I think.
Okay.
Did snails originally evolve with shells, and then afterwards some of them lost their shells and became slugs, and Yui's a sea slug.
I am. Okay, so this was the very first Yui design concept. This was the very first one. So I kept some things. I kept the hair ties, the like the pearls. They're like very different. Like very different. And I had no idea what to do for the outfit, so I didn't really do much there. Oh, and I kept the bow. I kept the socks. See, that was the very first Yui concept. And then this is the second Yui concept. So a lot more like Yui. Did not really know what to do with the hair. So it was just white in this. Was gonna have a like a mesh at the top. But as you can see, the colors are very different. Oh, I forgot my VTube studio is cut up. But the skirt is pink, you know, instead of yellow and red and stuff. And then this is the Yui design sheet, the Yui reference sheet that we sent to Kuri. And then Kuri, so like, look at Yui's ears here. It's so different. Yeah, and it's a lot more pink. And now there's a lot more red and stuff. The model does have an underboob window. You can't see it super well. Hold on. Let me, it does have an underboob window. I zoomed in on it, but it does in fact have an underboob window. Kuri did draw the underboob window. Yeah, it does have one. But yeah, those are the Yui designs. And then there was also like the concepts from when Kuri was drawing it, but I don't know if I have those. I don't think I have those. I think they're all in the Google Drive somewhere, though. But I know I was happy that she included the underboob window. I was like, it's very important part of the Yui design. But yeah, those are the Yui concepts. Ba-bum. Next one was for both Yui and Senbei. Hi, Chiyo! Senbei, say hi to Chiyo.
Hello, Chiyo.
Chiyo!
What you chomping?
Chiyo, I love you. I hope you're having a good day, pretty girl. I hope you're having best day ever. We're having a tea party, except I'm not drinking tea. Do you like my mug, though? Isn't it cute? I'm gonna not spill my drink. But it has bunnies and strawberry cake on it. Love you too. I'm having an okay day. I strained my throat again, though, so I'm back to not talking. No, Chiyo! I hope you feel better. Please take care of yourself. You must get better. I wish all of the healing upon you. Bye-bye! Okay, our next one is for both Yui and Senbei. What is your favorite part about the Straw Bunny community? They're very... I like everything about them. I don't think I have any downsides. I don't think there's anything I could say I don't like, you know? I like the Straw Bunnies a lot. They're very loving and supportive and kind. They're also pretty freaky, to be honest. I don't know, I like them a lot. I think they're lovely. What about you, Senbei?
I feel like I touched on them earlier, but I don't know. They're an interesting bunch.
They're the best.
I have some things to say about their, where is it? Their spicy skeb suggestions.
Uh-huh.
I think what's winning right now, is it Yui in lingerie? Is that it?
Yeah, that one's winning.
Isn't that literally just the Ifu Dodo art? You guys need to get more creative. You need to ask about something that you guys don't already have. Someone was like, feet. I'm like, literally every Yui skeb has feet. You don't need more feet in your life.
It's okay. I'll make it more lingerie, spicier lingerie than the Ifu Dodo.
I don't know. Yeah, sure. Please do as you wish.
Oh, epic! Oh, the blessing has been had. Do as you wish. That's my favorite.
No, it's more like I don't want responsibility for whatever you create. So.
Hell yeah. Hi, Kingo Kaja. Thank you for the super. When I asked for Yui in the bathtub art. You did! Yeah, I thought that was from you. It's a good suggestion. Bathtub Yui. Oh my goodness. Our next one is, what is Senbei's favorite Yui stream? Deep sigh.
I don't know. Again, my short memory, my lack of long-term memory hurts me in this regard because that requires me to know every stream. Let's see. Let me go to Yui's YouTube page.
Yippee! Thank you, Erica! Mwah, mwah, mwah.
What is your favorite Yui stream? And then I can use this time to think.
I don't know, because I can't remember what streams I've done. Let me go to my YouTube page.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
I had something prepared for this.
Oh, you did?
And then I forgot. Yeah. So remember when earlier someone brought up the Door Awards. The Door Awards was a good stream.
Oh, that was fun.
I think it's like a real manifestation of like creative energies that needed an outlet, and they came out in the Door Awards. So that was an interesting one.
That was
I thought.
so fun.
What else?
I drank my chocolate milk. It's still kind of cold. Bum bum bum. I
don't know. Is it cheating to say something like Door Awards though? Because that's like a very like high effort special event kind of thing, right?
I don't think it's cheating, but do you have another one?
I'm thinking. You can go while I think.
I really liked the very first 3D stream I did, and not that I've done a lot of them, but the 3D Zatsu was really fun. I don't know, it was just a lot of fun.
That was pretty recent, right?
That was 5 months ago, actually.
Oh, never mind.
I like any truck sim stream. I really loved Pitbull karaoke. That was really fun. I'm a big fan of Pitbull. Miss Will Watch Infinity. You know the roof on fire. Wiggle buggy uggy jiggle wiggle and dance like a roof on fire. That was not the one that you got Freaky Yui from. You got Freaky Yui from the first or Unbeatable stream. Because I chatted for like 2 hours in 3D before we actually started playing the game. I'm a bit of a yapper.
I do find the truck sim ones pretty memorable, just because a lot of things happen in them, like hitting people.
What can you do?
Yeah. Okay, but you know, if the Door Awards is not a like, invalid answer, I'll go with that.
It's not invalid. How did Yui come up with the name Usachi Yui? Any special meanings attached to it? Okay, I knew for quite a while. So actually, wait, can I say? Does it matter? I guess we've already talked about early concept stuff, so it really doesn't matter. The very first name I thought of was Chiyu. I've always really loved the like U sound, right? So I think that's where Yui came from. Usa comes from Japanese for rabbit, usagi. So that's why, and then I just put a chi on there for some reason because I thought it sounded cute. So I wouldn't say there's any like special meaning behind it other than Usa from rabbit. And I thought it sounded cute. I don't know. I don't think so. Do you remember, Senbei?
You know, when people are born, their parents named them, and that's how Yui got her name.
Okay. Our next one is, how have things changed for you since Stellarverse started and now? I think this also applies to you, so you should answer first.
Oh wow, we're on a new question. Holy moly. Okay, we're not on part 8 of that particular one. Thank you, previous person, for your really in-depth questions, providing us hours of content. How have things changed? I genuinely and deeply enjoy my work on Stellarverse, so I think from a like work satisfaction standpoint, I'm probably very high, at a very high point in my life.
He's very high.
I am. I live in California, so it's legal. You know, the flip side to that is I'm probably financially worse off also than previously, but you know, that's a small price to pay for enjoying what I do.
That makes sense. Pew 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 pew. I think things have changed for me a lot since being a part of SVP. I get much more social interaction. I've gained some really close friends. One of them being one of my best friends, Miss Toka. I love Toka so much. I've gotten to do so many things that I never thought I would get to do, like the Boba collab and like the concerts at conventions and stuff. There's just like so many cool things, you know? I feel like Yui now is happier now being with SVP than pre-SVP. I like this company. So I don't mean to sound like I'm being held at gunpoint to say that. I actually I do like it.
For some reason, this reminds me of a story I feel like you've told on stream before. Where you're like, I was working at a golf course and everything was going wrong and I just broke down and my mom came over to help me or something. I'm like...
Oh yeah, that sucked.
I'm like, well... Gosh, I feel like it would be quite a thing to say if things are going worse than something like that, so...
Oh no, this is better than any other job I've had. Pico, hi. Hi, Pico, I love you. I think you're the cutest in the whole world. The cutest of all time. You know, I didn't have a gun to my back, I swear. I actually do like this company. I really like SVP. It's a wonderful company. Can you stop digging the gun into my back? I love it here and I'm not being coerced into saying this.
I'm looking around the room to see if I have a prop gun anywhere. The closest thing is I have a battery-powered air blower.
Don't show it on stream, we'll get banned.
or a taser. Those are the closest things I have.
Our next one is... Do you want to read the next one?
Sure. What defines a good chocolate from a bad chocolate? And after the answer, does chocolate go well with honey?
I think the ratio of cocoa butter and also the quality of ingredients used. There's just such a huge difference, even between something like Lindor chocolate, which Lindor chocolate I don't think is, I guess it depends. I haven't bought Lindor chocolate literally ever, but I think it's like on the lower end of high-end chocolate, question mark. I could be wrong, but even like that is, there's such a huge difference between that and like dollar store chocolate, where it's just like really waxy and it just kind of like sticks to the roof of your mouth and it like leaves this weird coating.
Okay, but what if people like that? Like, wasn't that someone's justification for liking Taco Bell? They like the way it tastes like plastic or something?
Yeah, probably. I just think it tastes good. I love Taco Bell.
Oh my god.
It's delicious, Senbei.
That's a different question actually later on.
Okay, listen, if we see each other ever, I'm gonna make you eat Taco Bell.
That is, I refuse. That's a waste of my meal. Like, I only have so many meals in a day. I want everyone to...
But... Senbei... Listen, if I try In-N-Out, would you try...
Yeah, but In-N-Out's actually good. That's the difference.
So is Taco Bell!
Okay, let's do a poll and ask what is better, Taco Bell or In-N-Out. Can we do that?
Yeah, I'll start a poll.
Thank you. Although, if you have sufficient number of East Coast people, they'll probably vote against In-N-Out out of spite. I'll also, throw this disclaimer out there. I don't think In-N-Out's like the best thing known to man. In-N-Out's just like extreme value for a pretty high baseline product, right? Like, is it fine dining? No, but is it like leaps and bounds better than most fast food? Yes. Yet it costs the same as most fast food, if not less.
But Taco Bell.
Also
Yummy in my
In-N-Out
tummy. Oh, shush. It was an accident. I don't know. It's a Mandela effect. I keep thinking that In-N-Out is spelled with 2 N's. In-N-Out. But Taco Bell's better. It's so good. I've never even had In-N-Out, so I can't be a proper judge, but I'll tell him to leave. But Taco Bell's so good. And it is great value, too! It's not very expensive.
I agree. I actually do agree with that. Like, if your goal for eating has nothing to do with taste or health,
but it tastes good!
Then I agree. Taco Bell is a very high caloric intake for dollar proposition.
But it tastes yummy. It's so delicious. It's delicioso.
David, don't worry. It's
David,
not
try
your...
it again.
Please do not.
Try it again. Try it again. Try it again, cause it's so yummy. I like the beefy triple melt. Mmm, delicious. Go to Taco Bell and get... Can we be sponsored by Taco Bell?
If they're willing to, sure. I'm down.
Yay! Yippee! Taco Bell, I'll show your food all the time.
Wasn't Gura in like a random Taco Bell commercial? Am I allowed to say that?
I don't see why you wouldn't be. Yeah, you did already say it.
That's too late. I feel like she was in a random Taco Bell commercial.
Maybe. Gura.
See, part of me is wondering, like how what was she like informed of that? Was Hololive responsible for that? Because like I don't think they really made a big deal out of it. Yeah, she was in like a random billboard in the background with like this like Godzilla thing stomping around.
I don't think I saw
I only
that.
say that because I've seen like other VTubers show up at like other random things, right? Like some like random DJ's set or something. I'm 99% sure the company for this VTuber was never contacted for this, and they're just like inserting random footage. Oh, she did a sponsored stream. Okay, cool. Well, hey, look, Taco Bell, if you're open to sponsoring VTubers, let me know, because for some reason, all my VTubers genuinely like Taco Bell, despite me trying to convince them otherwise. And you want someone who loves your product to sell it.
Yeah. Sponsor me, Taco Bell. Please. Thank you. Our next question is... What's something funny you did as a kid?
Wait, I never got to talk about chocolate, actually.
Oh, wait,
why did we get sidetracked to Taco Bell? Wait, why did we get sidetracked to Taco Bell? I don't even remember.
It was your fault,
Okay,
Senbei.
probably. Yeah, I know. I mean, I am the long story
The tangent dude.
stream rambler. If you let me on my own, I will probably out-ramble everyone in SVP except for maybe Toko.
He rambles so much, it's crazy.
For an eternity. So this is where I tell everyone From a food perspective, I know I just came from dissing on Taco Bell, so this will seem like a bit of a 180. But like, what makes something good? What makes something good is purely that you like it, right? So like, if you like it, that's what's important. And like, I think my real big epiphany from this came from wine. There's some really expensive French wine out there, like thousands of dollars a bottle that I didn't pay for, but rich people I know paid for that I've had, and it just tastes horrendous. They'll tell you it's like, oh yeah, this is complex.
Yeah, wine's gross.
It's got earthy notes and fungus notes, but it's just like tastes like dirt. It's horrendous. And then there's some relatively cheap wine that's like fruity and not considered like complex, but you know, it's really effing good. So you know, what makes something good is whether you like it. You know, with that said, I do think simplicity is often really good in my opinion. I like simplicity, right? And so my hint is there's a great chocolate shop out there in Tokyo called Minimal. I think they have 3 locations.
I think you've told me about that.
Yeah, I would highly recommend anyone who gets a chance to go to Tokyo to visit the Minimal, their main location, not their bean to bar, but their main location. It's really good. That's it.
I think we had this exact conversation when I told you I was going to Japan.
Yeah. Did you go?
No.
Okay.
I had too many other things to do, but
you know,
if I ever go
this would have
again,
been more
I'll go.
life-changing than those.
Well, I don't know. I got a lot of Pecora merch when I was there, so nothing is
Yet you
quite
didn't get the
as-
Pecora wine.
Because they didn't have any at the time. I couldn't.
Like, I have a bottle in the other room.
I know, and I think that
I
you
could
should
open
give
it and
to
drink
me.
it right now.
I know, and I think that you should make a sacrifice for Yui.
They're making a new one.
I
There's a
know.
chance to go back and have a new experience.
I know, I want to go. I want the Pecora wine. But so actually our next question, what's something funny you did as a kid? Can you think of anything for you?
Yui, don't you have a short? Like a very popular short of
Oh.
something you did as a kid?
When I stuck a bead up my nose?
Was that it?
Yeah.
Okay, chat. Okay, straw bunnies. Why is this short so popular? Why?
I think because it's relatable.
Why do you guys love this story?
I think because it's relatable. A lot of kids stick things in places they don't belong. Like my brother stuck a bead in his ear when he was little. I stuck a bead up my nose. And there were a lot of people in the comments of that short that were like, haha, I did that too. Or I did something similar. I was really panicking though. If you haven't seen the short, my mom was reading me and my siblings Winnie the Pooh before bed, and I found a bead. And I stuck it up my nose. I don't know why. Because I was stupid. I don't know. I stuck it up my nose, and then I couldn't get it out. And I spent the entirety of my mom reading the story, panicking, trying to dig it out of my nose, and I ended up being able to get it out by the very end. That's pretty much the story.
I feel like this is just the child Yui version of I fell downstairs or I hit my head on something.
It's just who I am. Stairs are my #1 op. You know, I don't even tell you about all of my stair incidents. I only tell you about some of them.
That's terrifying. Maybe you should live in a house without stairs.
Yeah, that would probably be a good idea. Stairs are evil. They're the worst. Do you have a funny childhood story?
I don't know. I don't really know what... One, I have a bad memory. And two, I don't really know what defines a story as funny, right?
Well, it doesn't have to be funny, but I guess it...
I mean, what was the question? Was it funny?
I think so.
Yeah, it wants something funny. Man, let's see. When I was a child, this was when they aired afternoon cartoons on TV, right? At least in the States, we don't do that. I think public TV is like mostly just defunded by now. But I would insist on singing along with all the intros of the cartoons, and then my mom, who was trying to take a nap, got pissed at me and told me I couldn't watch the cartoons, and it made me very sad.
Aw, poor Senbei. Poor child Senbei. This is so sad. I think that's a great story. And it made me sad. Do you want to read our next ones? It's another,
Oh, yeah, it's a multi-parter.
Yes.
Sure. All right. We'll do one question at a time. How do you get ideas for your Deco Yui streams?
The process usually goes, I remember I have one of them coming up. I spend 3 days going, what the heck am I gonna make? I have no idea. And then I ask my mom. She'll give me an idea. And I won't always do what my mom suggests. Like, she'll give me an idea. And then I'll usually take that idea and I'll come up with something. And then I'll do that. But other times I've had it like very easy where I'll just be able to think of something. But I feel like a lot of times I struggle to think of something. And then I'll be like, Mom, do you have an idea for me? And she'll be like, you should do this. And I'll be like, oh, I could do that. But then I could also add these things to it. And she'll be like, epic. Can't wait to try it.
That's exactly how the conversation goes.
Pretty much, yeah.
You've kind of answered this next one already, but what have been your favorite streams so far?
Just streams, general. Yeah. The 3D Zatsu. Truck streams. I love truck streams. They're lots of fun. I played Cuphead recently and I drank every time I died, and that was a lot of fun too.
It's been a hot minute since you played Cuphead.
Yeah.
That's a throwback right there.
It really is. I just randomly decided to play it the other day. I don't know. I was like, I'm gonna play Cuphead. And I discovered that being drunk does not make me better at playing the game. I was kind of hoping it would, but it doesn't, so that's sad. For Senbei, how much Uma Musume does one play?
Oh, wow. Wait, speaking of Uma Musume.
Oh?
The finals are open. They opened about an hour and a half ago. Wait, let me run my finals. This is the...
This guy.
Is the Aquarius Cup. One sec. Can I do it on stream? If I just put my phone under the webcam, does it work that way?
Should, yeah.
You guys can see my joy or my sadness together.
This guy, honestly.
All right, guys.
Taco Bell's winning the poll, by the way.
Well, that's okay. Here we go. This is the finals of the graded league A. Condor Pasa is favored number 3 when my Taiki Shuttle is favored number 9th, which is last place. Favored number 1 is we got Ogre Camp from Shaduvi. It's like anchovy, but with a shadow. Well, let's see how it goes.
I'm cheering for you.
Thank you.
Here, hold on. Yay! Uma Pure! Uma something. Uma! Run! Uma!
Let's see who the commentators select for their
Uma Pure!
people they
Uma
highlight.
Pure! Uma Pure! I'm cheering. Who am I cheering for?
Fun fact, I am undefeated in champions meets that aren't medium. I think I've lost both mediums. But this might be my first non-medium champions meet I'm going to lose. Because I did not know how to prepare for this, and my Umas are not particularly good.
Go Umas! Yeah!
Oh my god, they're off! And my most favorite Uma had a late start. My front runner's in third somehow, because there's 2 other front runners.
Yay.
Some sicko that turned their Mihono Bourbon into a dirt racer, and Smart Falcon, which is the sandbagger. So fun fact about Smart Falcon, this horse ran most of their races in like regional races. So they were essentially like this like pretty decent horse that just sandbagged in regional races all the time. And Mihono Bourbon has like a dirt proficiency of like F, so you know. Then the next 3 horses after the front runners are my 3. We have Marzensky, followed by El Condor Pasa, followed by Taiki Shuttle. Now here's the thing.
Ooh, Condor Pasa! Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, El just passed Marzensky. The thing with Marzensky is I don't know why she works, because in theory she should be really bad in this setup. No, I'm a losing for sure. I think that's okay. I wasn't expecting to win. No. Wow. Haru Urara crushing it. I was gonna say if there's a CM for Haru Urara to run and win, this would be it.
Haru!
I'm gonna say Haru won because she has less weight in her chest compared to like, you know, Taiki Shuttle here, who has a lot of weight to bear. I came in 5th. Wow, that's terrible. There we go.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah. You know, good thing dirt races only happen twice a year. I pretty much never have to worry about this again until I do.
So what was the question? Uma.
Oh, how much Uma Musume does one play? It really depends. I would say on average, I'd probably just knock out 1 run a day, which is kind of low and a waste of energy, considering right now you could probably do like 8 runs a day, but it just takes too long. And especially when Mant comes out. God, Mant runs take like an hour plus, so I'm just not gonna have the time for it.
Yeah. Mant. Yeah, I know what all this means. If you eat rice crackers, does that make you a cannibal?
Yes.
You know, I eat rice crackers.
Yeah, but you're not a rice cracker.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Do you eat sea slugs?
No.
I've had sea cucumber, which is like a kind of...
What? How could you? Senbei, this is a serious offense.
I'm sorry. If it makes you feel better, they're not particularly good.
I'm sorry.
I don't really go out of my way to eat them.
Oh, that's good. Okay, the last one from this person is, if I made a chocolate/chocolate cookie for Yui or Custard or any of the SVP talents, then would you like to see it? Did it go under Paint Yui? I need to actually spread this out more so I can see the full thing. For Yui/Custard one, right? Yeah, that's fine. You can put it under the fan art tag. If it's specifically a Yui or Custard cookie, you can put it under the fan art tag. If it's something you just want to show me, you can just tag Usachi Yui and I'll see it at some point. And then what are your favorite types of food to bake or cook? If it's food, I really like making curry because I just really like curry. And I like making cookies. Do you have a favorite type of food to bake or cook?
That's an interesting question. I don't honestly do a whole lot of cooking. I guess throughout my life, I've made a lot of fried rice. It's very easy. It takes like 2 seconds. So maybe fried rice. As for baking, I'm really only known for 2 things. Baklava's pretty fun. That's a good one. I really like pouring the syrup all over the baked baklavas. Has this really nice sound effect, like sizzling.
Baklava.
So, yeah, I'll go with baklava.
Baklava. Okay. Favorite song right now? Ooh, the one I've been listening to a lot recently is one I've sent before. I've showed you guys before, which is Wi-Fi by NOTD. But also I've been listening to this one a lot recently, also by NOTD. Terrawin, you should listen to this. I know you'll like it. This one, Lover Online. I think I've heard it before, but I was listening to it when I was cleaning earlier today, because Yui has been on that major grind today. So I was listening to that, and it's really good. I like it a lot. Do you have a favorite song, Senbei?
This is gonna sound weird, but I don't really listen to a lot of music.
What?
Yeah, I just don't. I used to, like, listen to the radio and stuff, but that was probably like 15 years ago or something. I just don't really listen to a lot of music. I often prefer to work in silence.
What? That's crazy.
Man, let's see, what's a song that I like that I've heard recently? I was catching up on the Olympics VODs. Have I mentioned this to you before?
No.
Okay, so for some reason, I think it's due to copyright reasons, the Olympics VODs for figure skating on Peacock, which is like NBC, which is the US distributor for the Olympics, go down within 24 hours.
Oh.
I think it has to do with copyright. But for some reason, the Canadian site for it, I forgot what they were called already.
CBC.
Yeah, CBC, they stay up. So I went and here's another really funny thing. So if you go to CBC site, sometimes they try to get you to like register to watch, but you can actually use YouTube DLP, which is a program I use to download YouTube videos, on the CBC site, and it doesn't require any kind of login. So I just downloaded the VODs for the figure skating competitions. And one of the, I haven't finished it. I watch like only like 30 minutes a day. Those things are like 4-hour VODs. One of the male figure skaters skated his program to a song. Let me see, what the heck is it called? I think it's Perfect by Ed Sheeran. Does that sound right?
Ed Sheeran? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran?
Yeah, is that his name?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ed Sheeran. I'm only calling him Ed Sheeran from now on.
It's a solid song. I would say
Ed
out of
Sheeran.
songs that have come in the last like 15 years, it's up there for me.
My mom loves Ed Sheeran. I'm gonna tell her that he's Ed Sheeran now. Ed Sheeran. Sorry, I just think it's funny. Do you have a favorite experience with SVP as a whole? He's like, no, I've hated every. So
SVP there's a lot of work that go into it, and the satisfaction comes from seeing how things turn out. So, favorite moment. So last year, I was at a really small convention called US Idol Fest, and we had a little concert there. It was the first year they had done, like, really focused on VTubers as a thing, and we had the first VTuber concert on Friday. And it was really cool to see the community out there and waving their light pens and dancing around. I mean, even though it was a small con, there were a lot of people there that enjoyed the music, and I think that's really fulfilling and wonderful.
Yay! I think my favorite was Offkai last year. So had the opportunity to spend time with girls and stuff, and it was really fun. And then like because we got to do room parties, which I just thought were so cool, like so cool. I just thought it was so sick, and it was fun because we got to see like clips of the room parties like after the fact to see everybody having fun and stuff like that, which I just thought was so cool. And we got to do the meet and greets and say hi to so many people, which I don't know, meet and greets have become one of my, like, a real highlight for me. I was really nervous the first time I did one, and I still get very nervous before them. But they've really become like, I just really like them a lot. Yeah, I really loved Offkai last year. It was a lot of fun. Offkai.
Offkai was solid. Yeah, absolutely.
It was epic sauce.
I got to meet a lot of the community last year. I'm not sure who, but by the end of Offkai, I had COVID, so I got it from someone. Luckily, no one else that worked the booth had it, so that was a big lucky bonus.
Did you wear a mask?
Masks aren't saving me. I was shaking hands and touching people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wore a mask. I didn't want to get sick. No sick.
I think if I didn't touch anyone, a mask would have been a really solid.
Yeah. Should have just used hand sanitizer all the time.
Yeah, I should have just been in a... What are those things? Have you ever watched Star Wars? Do you know what Star Wars is?
Mm-hmm.
So they have these healing apparatuses called Bacta tanks. Just imagine myself in a Bacta tank just filled to the brim with hand sanitizer.
That would be so funny. That's such a good idea. Our very last question, do you want to read it? Wait, it's not our last one, but it's more applicable to you. Anyways.
Sure. What was the thing about Yui when she auditioned that made Senbei go and decide, this is someone I want in my company? I think I hinted at this earlier, but I think a large part of decision making comes down to just deciding at the end of the day if you're going to be able to work with someone for a long time. So being a pleasant individual is a big plus. Yui certainly was, portrayed herself that way, and she still is. I think that was a pretty accurate portrayal. So yeah, really, because again, I mentioned this earlier, right? By the time you get to interview, presumably I've put in some amount of time in watching streams, VODs, stuff like that, right? So presumably somewhere in my head, I'm like, okay, this person has XYZ qualities I believe that will make them successful. So the interview is almost more to assess the person as a person and less as a performer.
Yeah, the ruse is still working. He still thinks I'm pleasant. I think it would be really funny, actually. Could you imagine? Yeah, she was a very pleasant person. Not so much anymore, but that would be so sad.
Well, see, it wouldn't work then, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, if someone purely fakes that kind of thing for an interview, then eventually some kind of separation will occur, right? Yeah, because it just wouldn't work out long term.
Our last, I'd say last question, but it's last group of questions. Senbei, why do you not have mod for any of the SVP girls? We do have mods.
No, I think they mean my account.
Oh, because I don't want to make him mod. He already has access.
There's two reasons for this. One is I don't want it. It draws attention, and I personally am of the opinion that too much blue text scares people off. I'd rather just type as a gray name. And two, it's actually not true. For some reason, I'm a mod on Nana's channel. I guess I could unmod myself. Maybe
yeah, you're a mod on Nana's channel. I just don't want you to be a mod. No Senbei mod here. Senbei, can you please sponsor the girls for an off-collab Taco Bell stream? Yeah, Senbei! Yeah! Can you?
Why do you need me to sponsor you for... Shouldn't Taco Bell sponsor us if we're promoting Taco Bell?
I'm not the one who asked the question.
Oh, it's true. Okay, whoever asked the question, shouldn't Taco Bell sponsor... Shouldn't they give us the food to advertise them with?
But you could, just like for funsies.
I could fuel the fire. I could send a request for sponsorship to Taco Bell and Chipotle and pit them against each other.
Can you? I think you should. I think you absolutely should. But for each Yui and Senbei before SVP, what kind of VTuber related things did you enjoy? Your Oshi's VTuber events, etc. I don't know. I watched Picor content, not a ton, but some before I joined SVP. I've never really watched a lot of VTubers, to be perfectly honest. I don't really have the time to watch streams, so I'll watch them sometimes. But I watched some Picora, I watched some Pomu. I've never gone to a VTuber event before SVP though. So I really just watched some content, and that was pretty much it. That was like, yeah, that was all. that was all. What about you, Senbei?
It's an interesting question. Every time this type of question comes up like semi often, right? And I always have to like think about how I want to answer it, because I think the perception of an individual is kind of different now that we are in industry. So I try to carefully select who I say, but at the same time, I feel like if I give an answer that's not honest, it kind of, what's the point of answering at all, right? So this tea I'm drinking today, cardamom cinnamon, was suggested to me by a VTuber that I used to watch. She was green and she was in Hollow Yen. No longer. So that's an example of someone who I used to watch a lot. I these days just don't watch anyone. I don't have the time. I barely have time to watch SVP streams, and I try to be in almost all SVP streams, but it's quite challenging. But
you should tell me when you're not watching my streams.
If I'm not watching you, I probably also wouldn't come in to tell you.
Okay, you should tell me every time you are watching my stream.
I suppose that's a more reasonable request, but at the same time, I'm probably not going to do that.
So then I can never mind.
Why are people saying? Oh wait, never mind. That was something else. Okay, but yeah. So yeah, yeah. That's an example.
Okay.
I think a lot of the VTubers I watch don't exist anymore, at least in that incarnation. So it's been like awkward to list all these streamers and be like, yeah, but none of them exist anymore in their, that version of themselves. So.
Okay. For you, Senbei. Yeah, then I can crash out when Senbei's not around. When did you get the idea for SVP, making the corpo the name and the purpose? What inspired you to birth it?
God, horrifying. Birth is horrifying. You know, I have a lot of thoughts on the way things can/should go. And I think everyone who gets into this industry obviously has some thoughts, or otherwise why would they be in here? So I thought, well, instead of just being another, talking head on the internet, just try to do it, right?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do like a business, like my own business, opposed to, again, sort of being this gear in the machine. And this was an opportunity, and I think I would have been upset with myself in the long run if I didn't try it, because VTubing right now is still very much in its infancy, at least in the West. It's matured a bit in like Japan specifically, and I think if I had waited even till like now, like 2 years later, it's already, I think, significantly harder to be as impactful as it was before. So I'm glad I did it then. I wish I did it probably 2 or 3 years before when I started, but yeah. Let's see. The name and the purpose. The name, so I have a pretty varied background, one of which is legal. So the thing is, like, I take a lot of sort of practical considerations in. Like, the best kinds of names are what they call whimsical. It means they don't just whimsy. They don't just describe. Like, a really strong trademark is Apple computers, and apples have nothing to do with computers. So that's a good example of a whimsical trademark. So that's an example. So, you know, we tried to come up with a name. I think Stellar ended up being sort of a key component of the name because we view our talents as stars, right? They are stars in their own regard. So it's kind of the thought process. Honestly, a lot of these are very practical decisions. They're like, you know, you have a business registration form. Or you're working with your attorneys to register your corporation. And these things are just required. So you sit down in a meeting, you talk about it for an hour, you decide on something, and then that's what you get. For purpose, I mean, I'm gonna try to answer this a little carefully because I think a lot of things can be interpreted the wrong way. Like I said, everyone who's in this industry is in it because they have some thoughts on how it should be run, right? And, you know, between talking to a lot of the existing companies, none of them really view things identically to each other. So, sorry, I'm taking a bite of a scone.
Senbei, wait, can you put that one arm under the camera again?
Which one?
The one that you reached out to the scone with. You're like a mole, almost in the same spot. Yeah, look. We have a mole almost in the same spot, I just noticed.
Plot twist. This is actually just Yui's other webcam with different lighting settings.
Yeah.
We're in fact, and I can say this with some level of certainty, not related.
Yeah, no, we're not related.
That would be an interesting story, though. Like a interesting Nepo hire if you're like my cousin or something. But no, we are in fact not related.
No, we're not related.
But yeah, so because everyone has the thought process on how things should go, I certainly thought some things go well, some things don't. You know, businesses have certain reasons for doing certain things, and you know, this isn't me to say I think other people are bad or other companies are bad. It's just simply I have a different take on how I think things can be done or should be done. So here I am, and if I'm around at the end of the day, and you know, we're still chugging along, then there's some validity to the way we're doing things, right?
Validity. Yes. Our last question is, Senbei and Yui, who are your VTuber Oshis? You can go first.
I honestly don't know if I have one. This is also a bit of like a, what is the word for it? Like a loaded question, right? Because I can't say anyone from SVP. Because I just realistically, one, don't have that kind of relationship with anyone, right? In SVP, and two, if I were to choose one person SVP over someone else, that is inherently, I think, problematic. I also can't really pick anyone outside of SVP. That's the problem, because I feel like that's also inherently slightly problematic. And realistically, I just don't really watch VTubers anymore. With that said, I used to watch a lot of VTubers. And I liked quite a few. I mentioned one. I used to watch Fanart a lot. I think she was very good at what she did. Had this fun. She used ASMR to gain sort of this following, and then sort of pivoted into like sort of gamer mode, right? I just think like the careers of VTubers are really interesting. Like, Another one I used to watch a lot was Iris from Hololive, and you know, I followed her a little bit, not physically, but like as a creator, right? Even before Hololive. And it's really interesting, like her career and how it's gone along. But you know, even within Hololive, her first EP is like so different than what she's doing now. She's doing a lot of this like Eurobeat stuff now, and that's because she found something interesting and it clicked with her community, and she kind of leaned into it, and it's really worked out for her. So you know, those are, you know, some people I enjoyed.
Yippee. You guys can guess who my you can guess who my who my Oshi is. You might not be able to guess who it is. You might not be able to guess who my Oshi is.
How was Bob Ross guessed? Please explain.
You might not be able to guess. You might not be able to guess. Oh my gosh, pillow fell. Pillow! I love this pillow standy. Pillow. I do love Pillow. My Kamiyoshi's Pecora though. I love Pillow. I have quite a bit of Pillow merch. I have I also have some Hio merch and Miss Hiyori Mokami, and I have there's a lot more than this, by the way. It's just I don't want to get it all down. It's all on my Oshi board. And then I have some Mokoko merch. And I have some Bibu merch. Bibu. And then of course I have SVP merch too. Do you want to see my Hio keychain? Let me grab it. I stood in line for so long to get this keychain. Like, so long. I love it so much, but oh my gosh. It was brutal. But I really wanted this keychain. It's so cute. I have another one too. I'm not sure where it is though. But I love this keychain. It's so cute. Hiyori Mokami. Yeah, that's all of our questions, Senbei. Yeah, I did get one of those. Are you jealous? She's so cute. I love this keychain so much. I'm obsessed with it. It's so cute. I have a Lemmy thing too, which I can't show you because it's stuck to my thing over here. It's like that Lemmy on a spring, and I stuck it to my what's it called? What's it called? My monitor stand. It's stuck to my monitor stand. Yui mug. Pet Coraline! You know what I have, Senbei? Don't think I'm weird for this. But
Is it gonna be like a vial of her blood or something?
No!
When you preface don't think I'm weird for this, it
I
becomes
have the empty bottle. I got the bottle. Without the wine in it.
Did it come with a box?
Yeah, I have the box too.
Oh, well, so you practically have it then.
I just don't have the wine in it. Oh no, she fell off her stand. I do have my Pet Cola up here too. Pet Cola. Which I did try, by the way, and it's very good.
This one's unopened.
What the hell, Senbei?
I mean, I've had one in a different one, which is why this one's unopened.
That's true, I can pretend I'm drinking wine. I did try the Cola. It has stuff on top of it. Hold on. See how heavy this is? I don't have the cup at the moment. I do have the cup, but I think it's on my table. But Cola! And the other one I tried, so it's not in the box. But whoa! It's pretty good, actually. Tastes like, is it cardamom? What did it taste like? I can't remember. I think it might be cardamom. It was really good, though. But I'm a big fan. Cola! But yeah, Senbei, do you have anything else to say to the people?
Buy Yui mug and coaster.
And desk mat.
And everything else. Just buy it all, please. Thanks.
Buy it all, please. Yeah, you should get the merch. Because it's never gonna come back. So you gotta get it now. Otherwise, never see it again. Okay, bet I'll buy it again. How many times have you bought it? I feel like I've heard you say that you bought the bundle again multiple times. You don't...
So this is something I actively look for with orders. It's when I plan to start shipping them, I sort the drops by name so I can tell when someone's ordered like multiple times or multiple things from a drop. Make sure they get it all.
Oh. Hi, friendos! Hi, Yui, how do you do? Ooh, I missed you and probably this stream too. Lol, 14 months with our leader has been the greatest honor of my life. Also, hi, Senbei. Hi, friendos, thank you! Thank you for being a member for 14 months. Mwah. Thank you. Yeah, guys, get the Yui B-Day merch. Get all of
Yui,
the
how
Yui
long
merch.
are you supposed to have your Twitter PFP for?
It just until the 18th. Do you not like it?
It's another week of it? How long have you had it already?
Not that long. Do you not like it?
It feels like an eternity. I don't know why.
Guys, I don't think he likes it.
It's horrifying. It's one of the most horrifying things. It's like this weird
He's a lizard
AI
man.
abomination.
It's not AI. It's a real photo. Can't believe you'd say that about him. Hi, Navi. Thank you for the super. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you. I can't believe you don't like it. I thought it was funny that you went into Yui General and you were like, guys, please vote for something other than that abomination.
It is. It is an abomination.
It's so beautiful. Pew, 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 pew. I can't believe you don't like it. I don't like it either. I can't wait for it to be gone, but I've been accepting it at this point.
You know, I feel like we've talked about this before. I don't even remember. Oh, if you were to stream as a cat for like 2 whole weeks, I think at some point you just accept it.
Yeah. Well, I don't like I actually actively avoid opening Twitter, so that I don't have to look at it. 'Cause I really hate looking at it. It's just I don't like it very much. It's something for sure.
I don't know. Do we have any closing remarks?
Buy Yui merch, and my cross watch along tomorrow, and then I'm gonna eat bulldog and destroy my tummy on Friday. Yay! It's gonna be great.
Are you? I don't know if it's gonna be great.
I told my chat that I tried one without the spice packet, and it just did not do well.
Yeah.
It was not good. I'm sure it'll be good. It'll be worth, you know. It's worth it. They paid for this.
Hopefully it doesn't put you out of commission for too long.
Can you imagine? Yeah, Yui's dead for the next couple weeks because she ate Bulldog.
I think this is actually what's going to happen, so...
It'll be fine. I mean, I got the carbonara one. I was advised against getting the black one or the red one because those ones are apparently really spicy. So I got the carbonara one.
Yeah, they are. I would say the 1X Bulldog is... Honestly, if you enjoy spicy food, I think it's relatively enjoyable. I don't know if anyone really enjoys the 2 or 3X. I think it's performative, but, you know, who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best. I don't like spicy food, like, at all. I actively hate it. I think it's gross. But yeah, that's all I've got. You've got anything, Senbei, other than merch? Anything exciting to share with the class?
We've got Carrier Con on the... Is it the 21st and 22nd? I believe it's the 21st and 22nd. We'll be there in person, so... Come check out the first con of 2026 if you happen to be in the area. It is on a aircraft carrier, the USS Hornet, which is also the aircraft carrier featured in the latest or the newest yet to be released Ace Combat game.
Ace Combat. Cool. Also, I didn't see the curry flavor at my local grocery store. Yeah, that's all. Okay, do you want to say bye? We should raid someone too. Actually, hold on. Sorry, preemptive bye.
Oh,
Rena is streaming, so we're gonna raid Rena. Weena Woonette. I don't think Senbei has a ramen flavor.
What is she up to?
I don't know. I'll find out. Weena. Wait, is she streaming? Oh, there she is. It's because she has the different colored hair for the Sonic stream. So I almost missed her. Weena.
She is streaming Sonic.
Okay, let's go right into Rena. Thank you guys. This was a lot of fun. Thank you for submitting your questions. I hope our answers were sufficient. And this tea party was great. Yippee. Okay, bye! Say bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye-bye.